Welcome, intrepid adventurers, to a playthrough for Shadowgate. A game that the screenshots on Steam, it reminded me a lot of a program called Nightmare, which probably doesn't mean anything to anyone outside the UK, or even inside the UK younger than about 25, I'd say. It's basically a show where this grizzled old guy would send young adventurers, I mean like kids, into a dungeon with a helmet that completely blocks out their vision, so they don't know they're just wandering aimlessly around a blank room while everything's CGI imposed on top, and get guided around by their friends. I have actually did start playing this game, and then I had a complete system lockup, so I didn't get too far though. So we're going to start again. And this threw me for a loop the first time, because well, why don't we just read them? For players new to first-person adventures, well, I'm not, so I was going to go classic. But this is for players familiar with Shadowgate, which I'm not. So I have a bit of a quandary here. So I went for normal, and man, they want to handhold you through everything. But you can turn the tips off, so I'm going to choose normal, turn the tips off, and hopefully we'll get the lore of the universe.
A hero's journey? A great quest? Certainly it shall be these things. But for you, young Jer Cuthager, soldier of Windermere, could it not be so much more? In dreams, I have come to you, beseeching, entreating. Ride south, boy. Take naught but a dirk, a torch, courage. Ride south from Rivellin, around the southern arm, through the Waven Fair Wood, past Myrithath, beyond the citadel of Murlac Tor.
I'm going to shut up while this is on, but I just wanted to say, I love the art style.
And the darkness of Tarketh's Pass.
I should have done it, yeah. Whoops.
There you shall find my stone in wait. Under the shade of the mountain range, none have entered. Either on foot, on mount, on wing. Gatekeeper, the oldest of spires. It harbors that which has been spoken of in whispers and ascribed to legend. Shadowgate, the living castle. But all is not as it should be. One of our own is now our great bane. A blight upon us. He has brought the ancient keep low, and it now lies fallow. It is there that you will find me, Blackmere of the Circle of 12. It is there that you will find this great quest. It is there that you will find yourself.
So basically, we're Frodo, and this Gandalf-looking dude is all, hey, fly south, travel through the swamps, travel through the mountains, traverse the great plains of Mordor, and go to a dungeon. And don't take anything that might actually be useful, just a torch and a sword. Okay, so I'm going to turn off all tips, even though I didn't finish the tutorial, I got the gist of it. But I'm hoping it's still going to give us the lore. That's what you will buy. Yeah, excuse me. That you will find yourself. With Lockmere's words echoing about your head, you stumble a bit until the world ceases its lurching. You stand before the Gatekeeper Mountain. An ornate door framed by a series of skulls is fashioned into the rock wall. So, this is our entrance to the dungeon. Which isn't quite as awe-inspiring as the pictures that were the introduction were leading us to believe. So as you can see, it's a point-and-click game and a dungeon crawler. So that's where the comparison to Nightmare came from. So obviously there's an indent with one of the skulls missing, and there just happens to be one on the floor. A faint glow forms within the eye sockets of the bleached skull. You jump as the lower jaw rattles, which it doesn't have.
Come on, boy, I haven't got all day. Pick me up.
And then we can talk to him, so let's do that. You ask the skull if it is in fact talking to you.
That's right, boy.
The thing replies.
The name's Yorick. Now pick me up and take me with you. There's something underneath me that's not so comfortable.
A rather irritated voice emanates from the skull on the ground.
About time you got here. Pick me up and let's start this quest of yours.
Yes, he's very heavy-handed with the tips here. So I'll take him. You nearly drop the skull when it begins to speak.
About time, boy. You have no long idea how long I've been here. You can call me Yorick. I have no recollection of how I got here, but I do know plenty about the castle. If you need help on this quest of yours, speak to me and I'll give you a hint.
I never actually spoke to him much. So now we have a key, but... oh, we can't even try and open it. This is our inventory. You get books and scrolls and stuff you can read here, stuff to equip, and some spells. So we're going to use the key. I don't know why it's a spanner on the door. What? Oh, I fucking used it to the side, didn't I? That's the one thing I always hate about it. And I also hate that I have to close the inventory every time I want. Then he fucking throws the key away, dumbass. Then we open the door, and we will go through. You can also just double click on it and it'll do the appropriate action.
Lakmir was a fool to send a child to do that which even the vaunted Circle of 12 could not. Contain my growing power. Come if you wish. It makes little difference. Seal your fate within this living castle of the dead.
The apparition fades, leaving a trail of cold air behind it. So I like how this guy knows we've just come in, but rather than doing anything about it, he's just like, ah, fuck it, come on, dude. Have fun. We're probably gonna die anyway, but I won't see to it just in case. I don't know how that benefits him at all. We can light these torches. So I just had my washing machine going mental in the other room. Ah, the joys of being a grown-up. So what's this? This circular hatch is made from a strange stone set securely within a mortared base. Some enchantments has sealed it shut. Perhaps a magic spell would open the hatch. And obviously there's this here, so we'll just hit it. The lever moves under the force of your blow. In response, a stone section slides away from the wall, revealing an opening that holds a key. I hope you like key puzzles, because this is the entire game. Nah, not really. This has been exactly the same so far, though. You struggle with both hands to turn the key in the stubborn lock. A satisfying click echoes through the chamber as you toss the key aside. So you double-click open, double-click to go through. So much for the magical shifting castle. This has been the same few... Okay, I won't keep saying that. I'll point... I did basically this floor, which is about another 4 screens. So... A damp, musty breeze wafts out from behind an altar set with a stone alcove. You note that the long hallway continues further into the mountain. Which actually means over here... Yeah, you see this bit? I didn't even know that was there for the longest time, so it's probably just as well that we're having to do this again, because I was here for a while. And I don't know if I need to light these torches. It doesn't seem to do a huge amount. I'll take that. Oh, you put the skull into your satchel.
I never liked this part of the castle. Too many traps.
The skull trails off. I don't know what he's getting at there. Open skeleton. Use skeleton. Then it'll ask us to use it on what, I guess. So let's open it. Oh yeah. You pat down the corpse. Your rough handling produces a piece of parchment and a scroll, which you put in your sack. I should point out I'm doing this like a couple of days after I lost it, so not all this isn't fresh in my head. Look at statue. The strange markings and glyphs line the stone pillar that enshrouds the shrine, the statue. One depicts a hooded figure with a darkened visage. You mean the only thing that's here? Weird. It looks kind of like the dude from Dark Souls. Dark Souls 2. The big-headed tree things. Okay, open the scrolls. And what do we have? You read the message scrawled on the scroll. Vandrel, this missive is of utmost importance. We must coordinate our efforts. Seek my obelisk in the Acolyte Den below the sewers. I fear the worst is upon us, but I have plans in motion that may yet avert a disaster. It is signed with the name Lakmir. You read the hastily scrawled writing on the parchment. Since it is the only means to capture and control the elementals, you must hide the silver orb beyond the waters of the sewer. Close scroll. Huh, why would you want to do that? You read the message scrawled on the page. Brown, I have your dog. If you wish to see the flying ace again, then bring the free pumpkins to the place beyond the harvest door. But be wary, for only one outfitted in a mask for the hallowed eve can gain entrance. There you must carve my visage and illuminate the sacrifices in the field of jack-o'-lanterns. Then I will be freed of this will all end. Cordially, DP. Oh, so apparently we got a bit of Nightmare Before Christmas here. I'm gonna find the forest of all the doors. And let's open the book, I guess. Something shifts under your feet as you open the book. What? The skeleton. Let's close. Oh no. I don't get to close the skeleton. You scan the ancient manuscript, noticing most of the language is intelligible. However, one particular word stands out from the rest. Invocan. In your mind's eye, you see a glyph glowing with power and quickly write down the strange marking in your spellbook. You have learned a spell. So apparently all you need to be able to do to cast magic is just, you know, look at a word and don't even wave a magic wand about. Some spectral person in the edge of your consciousness. I don't remember if I got this to work on anything. I don't think it did anything on this. Sweat beads your brow as you concentrate on the glyph and then release the spell. The power of your magic flies about in a spectacular fashion, but does little else. Oh. It looked like it was doing something. Maybe it's on the statue? I can't remember. You concentrate on the statue and whisper a word of power. Although your spell is powerful, it bounces uselessly against the cold, dead stone. Oh, I guess... Oh. Weird. You'd have thought it would give you something to use it on in here. Can I get behind there? It certainly looks like there's a passageway around the back. Okay, I think we're done here. Deeper into the mountain. Let's go. A series of ancient doors encircle this small hallway. It looks as if a battle may have been fought here long ago. I wonder if that's, you mean the dead body here. Also, yeah. Remember when Gandalf was all, none have set foot in, not by flight, not by walking, not by cycling. He didn't mention about swimming. Which is funny considering it's surrounded by water from what I remember. But yeah, there's all these fucking skeletons. The skull has a deep gouge in the back of its head, a telltale sign of a death blow from an axe. Yeah, we can take the skull for some reason, I don't know why. Can't use it on this body over here though. This cluster of bones is still mostly intact. Dried sinews and muscles hold it together. Ew. I didn't look at that before. You search among the bones of the skeleton, but you find nothing that interests you. And we can look in this sack. You rummage through the sack and find a scroll. You put this in your satchel while discarding the sack. Personally, I think a sack's kind of useful, but what do I know? While the writing is difficult to discern, you manage to glean a few key phrases. The danger is real. Alert the surrounding lands. Seal off the passages into the Gatekeeper Mountains. The wax seal shows an eagle in flight and is signed by someone named Fatendrol. Which is a name we've already heard 3 times, so I don't know why that's... Like he can't piece it together. Okay, there's nothing else in here. We've got 3 doors. I know what's behind all 3 of these, but I can't remember which is behind which door. Okay, I remember this. Teeth chattering, you stand within the cold cellar, hugging yourself for warmth. A creature made of ice hovers playfully on the far side of the room, which is this bro here. A strange entity made entirely of solid ice and cold vapor hovers around the room in front of you. You've heard of a magical orb that can capture creatures like this. And if we try and take it, it just dances about like that. A chill runs up your spine and paralyzes your arms as you try and grasp the elemental. The creature easily dances away. You've heard of a magical orb that can easily capture creatures like this. It's like the torch, but it doesn't actually, do anything. Oh yeah, there's a block of ice here with something in it. You can try punching it, but it doesn't do much. You try and grab it, which is weird, because that's usually the use with. I don't get it. It's usually like, use ice on what? And then you can try, like this. And you can try and chip away at it with your sword, but it does nothing. So as far as I can tell, there's nothing in this room right now. Actually, something you can do is press F2, and it highlights everything you can interact with. But I don't like to use that kind of stuff, unless I get completely stuck. The smell of brimstone rises within this chamber as a pair of glowing eyes watches your every move from an opening in the far wall. I thought that was a rat the first time until I picked this up. The dragon notices you, moves its ponderous weight and begins gathering a breath. So this is the tutorial for basically, you can equip stuff. You lash the iron shield securely to your forearm. With a roar, the ancient beast releases a scorching stream of fire at you. You raise your iron shield just in time to block the dragon's flame, dispersing it harmlessly to either side of you. I'm not so sure that works in anything other than like action movies. And there's these.
How does that go? Out of the fire and into the dragon's den?
Yorick offers helpfully. You can also punch Yorick for just being a douche, basically. But that's kind of messed up, even if he is an asshole. If you take the helmet, put it in our bag. Gathering another breath, the dragon releases a superheated stream of fire at you. You lift your iron shield once again and block the fiery flame, although this time you can actually feel the heat. I would have thought the dragon would have just got pissed off by now and just walk over and slash the fuck out of you, but no. You take the hammer. The ancient dragon shifts its weight and fires a blast of scorching flame right at you. You barely manage to raise your shield in time to block the dragon's flame. While the shield protects you, it glows red hot.
Anna, shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna fucking hit you in a minute. So also it changes our portraits up here, which is kind of interesting. I don't think there's anything else in here other than, despite all this glowing stuff, which I assume is gold. I think we can take the skull. Yeah, but fuck it, why would you want it? I haven't actually seen what happens if you carry on farting around in here, like whether you die or not. Shut up. With stone tombs lining the wall of this musty crypt, there is an ancient, almost reverent air to this place. So yeah, we're in a crypt, and we can open the fucking tombs. The coffins. This is kind of messed up. But first... What? Oh, what? Fucking... Oh! That was it. You hit the torch with a mighty punch that forces it downwards. Looks like it fucking up trying to light the torches before as well. You hear a mechanism release and then a rumbling beneath you. You step back as the tomb in the center of the room slowly moves across the floor, revealing a stairway leading down. I don't get why I'm still doing this. There clearly is nothing to be done with these. But yeah, we can open these. Oh, yeah. When you open the tomb, a horrific creature is released, letting out a piercing cry that cuts into your very being. It's a banshee, harbinger of death and disease. You feel a momentary stabbing pain before the spectre winks out of existence. And as you do this, I was surprised because I did it over this one before. I didn't realize it. I guess it's just any of these you open. But there's basically two timers that are going down in the game. One that's always going down, and one that, because I'm cursed now, I've got a secondary one. That's kind of, I have to cure the curse within a certain amount of turns, I guess. I'm not sure what turns relates to. I'm not even sure how you'd see that. The map? No. Up here? Concerned about the stabbing pains in your stomach and the spreading of green pallor on your skin. However, the shield trapped around your arm gives you a measure of comfort. So I guess that's how you find out if you're still cursed or not. So this is a pumpkin. So we've got one of those jack-o'-lantern things we need. It becomes painfully clear that it is a pumpkin. Your vision clears as the episode passes. Whoa, that was intense. What, am I cured for picking up the pumpkin? No. I don't think I am anyway. I thought this is what I had to do. I guess not. Huh. Okay, we're just gonna open all of them. As you can see, there's mummies in all of them. And we can burn them all, because we're an arsehole. And then we get items for being an arsehole. So we get a mask, which is pretty funky looking. I'm gonna equip it. Yeah. Let's open that up. Let's just read it on the floor. A drawing of 6 rectangular shapes are drawn on the parchment. Several lines point to the shapes with writing underneath. So it's a blueprint, basically. You read 2 of the notations. This mirror leads through the furnace and into the castle beyond. And these mirrors require power to activate and will teleport to places. Strewn across the castle dominions. I know why he doesn't read all 6. I will take it. And we'll take that. Oh, I can just take the sackle. The sackle? Now if I open it in here, do I get to keep it? No, it just turns into gears. Okay. And then down here, which is something I didn't realize, is the mirror room, which relates to that message we just got, I guess. This room reminds you of the elven funhouse of King Otto's Fair. You remember taking your sister, hoping to lose her in the reflective maze. Because apparently we're a dick. I don't know why he says that. And apparently King Otto's Fair fucking sucks.
Mushrooms! I dreamt of mushrooms! Does that...
Fucking shut the fuck up, dude. You backhand Yorick.
Alright already, if you wanted me to pipe down, you could have just said so. I'll keep my comments down to a minimum.
Fucking... The thing that pisses me off is you get no choice about whether you take him or not. Because you need the key that's under him. Fucking... You can bind keys to items as well. But I can't really remember how to do it, now that I've turned hints off. So we'll look. You see a warped reflection of yourself in the mirror, noting that you look nothing like when you started this adventure. Yeah. We didn't have a funky mask when we started this adventure. Nor did we have stabbing pains in our stomach. So, as you can see, all 3 of those say the same thing. And then this one, you catch some movement behind your reflection. You jump back in surprise before looking around in the room. A faint warping effect moves across its surface. What the hell? Okay, that... I thought I'd smash all of these, but no. I can smash this one. I thought this was a puzzle I'd fucked up the first time. So I can smash this one. I don't know why I can't smash any of the others. You hit the glass with a quick, effective jab. The mirror cracks, revealing metal underneath. But that's as far as I got with this. I don't know what else to do. Oh. The guy cut himself on glass. Oh, we've got another one. The handwritten scroll is faded and difficult to read, but you manage to make out one passage. When Majal's tail lights the northern skies, and the lands are in harmony, then shall ye take the circle runes of power and fire, of water and fire, and the all-seeing eye, and place them in the great eagle that sits on the one tree. So that is the all-seeing eye. This is Lord of the Rings. You yank on the hatch, perhaps something is securing it on the other side. I thought that was the way back. can't do anything with that one. Okay, and this is basically as far as I got. And it always like kind of locks up when I come into this room. I think that must be what happened. But basically I saved in before I was going to go up these stairs. Within a large cavern you find yourself on the shore of a placid underground lake. And there's a skeleton over here. It is hard to tell from this distance, but you think you see a skeleton chained to a rock. Perhaps you need to get closer look somehow. I can quite clearly make out a skeleton. And I'm further back than this guy is. You sense something large and ominous deep below the surface of these black waters. Really? Huh. I must not have read that before. Use the lake on what? Yourself. As you put your toe in the water, something huge underneath the surface stirs. Sufficiently cowed, you rethink your action, deciding caution is a better strategy. Huh. I was just thinking he'd wash himself or something if he's still feeling ill. Yeah, it's still got... I guess we're still cursed. Huh. I figured I got rid of it last time. But that's all the references to last time we're going to have now, because this is all uncharted territory for me. So, see you next time.